And so I think this text is going to really blow away utopian scholarship. There's going to be a lot, it's going to be a renaissance having to do with ideas of harmony and of technocracy, futurology, and so forth, as utopianists try to engage with a text that ascribes harmonious interactions to a kind of world in which we have grown accustomed to see as in disharmony with nature, right? We have this sort of nature-machine sort of dichotomy. And yet here, you know, man and machine had melded with nature, and he talks about like the sun as this sort of like giant antenna that sort of sends out these sort of cosmic rays that program things, right? So that the whole universe is like a giant machine, clockwork, and the behins are the ones who don't fit in because their brains aren't receiving the message, or their brain doesn't have the proper, what's the sort of casing that would prevent it from creating a feedback. And that's what culture is, this sort of like nasty feedback effect, so that the machine isn't able to work properly, right? Anyhow, so I think the parable here sort of gets turned on end, because I think even in that period, this vision of the Hinnick society, of Hinnity, right, of Kazo, would probably have been sort of read as a critique of socialism or communism, in sort of like utilitarian, materialistic sort of world where humanity has been sort of perfected in this way, and there is no evil anymore, and so on. And yet, you know, actually existing socialism is so much different. And for him to sort of pose that as utopian, I think, is just running against the grain. And it gives us an entirely different parable.